Hi, my name is Caleb, and welcome to Finleycraft. In this corner of my channel, we're going to dive into the automotive world. I've owned and worked on many different types of vehicles over the years, so join me as we build, repair, and have some adventures on the road and in nature. I hope to earn your subscription, and please like and leave a comment.
All right, so these are the accessories that are included in the kit for fuel delivery. So we got a couple extra hoses, some hose clamps. It actually came with two sets of a gasket and the clamp down for the tank. It does come with a fuel tank. I believe they're actually, the fuel tank and the sender is for Camaro. I think it was late 60s, and then there's a couple straps that go with it, and there's two hard lines which are already in the car, and so the way that you set this up is you will actually need to cut this excess all the way back to this 90 on the sending unit because it goes down the wrong side of the car, and then this will drop in the tank facing the driver's side. So if I'm looking at it from the back, it'll face the driver's side, and then from here this will go onto a rubber hose. This seems to be about the right size into one of the hard lines that's provided, and it's pretty kind of makes sense how they route. And then from that hard line, it'll go and you'll connect to your filter to the other hard line, and then that hard line will then connect to another rubber hose, which will then connect to this hose fitting that'll connect to your mechanical fuel pump. And then they do provide these clips to attach it to the car as well. So here we have the fuel tank. I've already mounted it in. It is a pretty snug fit getting these brackets in. It would behoove you to have a second pair of hands to help you out with it. So the sender, initially before I took off the excess pipe, actually came down here and wanted to shoot out over to this side of the car. Shell Valley has you cutting it at the elbow at the 90 there, as close to the elbow as you can. And then we'll put the rubber onto this guy here. And so I need to figure out where it needs to position and then get it clamped in. And then it'll go up halfway up the frame where it will be mounted into the fuel filter. Okay, we've got it installed. So we've got the fuel sender and the gasket put in, as well as the pickup wire is over here waiting to be plugged in. I did put a GM style weatherproof connection on that. And then I've got the ground sent over to where I have drilled and put in rib nuts or nutserts, depending on how you say it. And so Shell Valley, as I mentioned before, provides this, and you do cut it off, as you can probably see down in there. I did flare that. I have a flaring kit, so I put a flare on the end of that. And then my line sends over to the hard line that they do preform, which is pretty awesome. And then that sucker comes down here and goes to the fuel filter. And then another preformed. I did a little bit of moving it around to get it over these nuts without kind of being up against them and rubbing on them. Didn't particularly like how it was routed originally. And it also allowed me to kind of stand off the filter from the frame just a little bit so it wouldn't rub on the frame. And then that comes up through here and connects to the other portion of the hose that I showed earlier and the AN fitting into the mechanical fuel pump. And then from that up to the carburetor fuel rail. As a part of the kit, you get this ceramic coated preformed or pre-bent tube and some smaller pieces and some hose clamps to connect to the tank, and then from the tank to where the fuel pickup, the fuel cap is going to be at. They don't drill it for you, but they do send that along. And when we get to that point, I'll show kind of going through how I do that and get that all cut out. So,
Thanks again for joining me along this journey that I've got going on. I very much appreciate you watching. If you stuck around to the end here, hopefully I've earned your subscription. Please let me know if you've got any questions. I'm happy to expand on any of those. Otherwise, thank you very much and have a great day.